Hello, I'm Megan Breen, and this is Deniz Yusuf, all the way from Australia. We're at the PM Growth Summit, and I just wanted to pull him aside because today he spoke on growing your rent roll, or rent roll growth at the PM Growth Summit, and he had some amazing tips. So I wanted to pull him aside and see if he could share some of those with us so we could share it with you guys. So what are some of the tips that you would be willing to share with us?
Yeah, thanks for having me on board, Megan. So one of the first things that I've got to recommend is actually go to training or get some form of training, because if you want to aspire to be the best in your area, you need somebody, reach into an area that can help you, somebody that's done it before, whether it's rent roll growth strategy or even if it's you just want some self-development. Go find an expert that's going to help you. Turn up and come to a conference like the PM Growth Summit that these guys have done, where they're bringing all of the experts into the area so you can learn from them and then network with them. One of the biggest tips that I can give you is when you go back home is actually implement what you have learnt and what you've listened to other people, what they've learnt, and put it in place. My tip for rent roll growth is actually implementation and follow-up. You need to follow up any client that has contacted you. There's a funny stat that goes around in Australia that's roughly 80% of the people do not actually follow up when there's an inquiry that's come in place. You guys are in sales. You understand the importance of leads that are coming in, and you have to follow up your clients as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Imagine if you had sent out some information about your services, and what, do you wait for them to call you back?
Right, no, of course not. So you would argue that what sets people apart is actually not only coming to here and getting inspired, but going home and actually boots on the ground doing it.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. So rather than being reactive and waiting for the phone call to come into the office, or a sales agent to pass on a lead to you, go out and be a hunter and a collector, and hunt and collect those leads. There's plenty of leads out there. What is it? About 70 to 80% of people in America self-manage their investment properties. Call them and give them advice on how you can help them in renting their properties out.
So not only follow up, but also add value, which there was a lot of that today, a lot of talk on that.
Yeah, there was. There's a lot of plus ones. I gave a lot of tips about plus ones, and one of those was actually, implementing a video text. So, you guys at VirtuallyIncredible have got an amazing system that you're working with Empire Industries, where, you guys are actually answering all of the calls for Empire Industries.
Right, yes.
And one of the things that I was training Empire Industries on is actually putting text messages in place.
Yes.
So that you guys are doing those text messages for them. Then the BDM for Empire Industries is now going to be sending them a video text, so it actually makes it even more personal. So the clients that are being, personalised with the BDM and the contact after the work that you guys have done as well.
Wow, that's also brilliant. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, and it was awesome hearing you speak today. You really got the room. So, and thank you for your time with us.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna go. We're gonna go have fun in sunny South Florida with Deniz. You guys can all be jealous. So, bye.
Take care.